Yes,
Yeah,
I guess we are. It's been live
yeah,
streamed, so I think we are live.
yeah, now live.
Uh, a very good afternoon to everybody for this cutting edge seminar by Pune Obs and Gynae Society. I welcome all the faculty members and all the participants to this webinar. Uh, this webinar, Cutting Edge, was basically idea of Dr. Meenu Agarwal, who is the immediate past president of Pune Obs Gynae Society, and our current president, Dr. Aarti Niggar ma'am, and Secretary Madam have taken this program forward. This happens every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. So I welcome you all, and may I request the organizers to play the prayer to start the meeting.
कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you very much. Now, may I request our president, ma'am, Dr. Aarti Nimkar, madam, to give her presidential address to start the proceeding for this meeting.
Hi everybody, I welcome you all for this cutting edge webinar, especially our chief guest, Madam Shobha Gudi Madam from the Bangalore, and guest of honor, Kalpana Balivan Madam, AMHO from Pune Municipal Corporation, and our speakers, Dr. Priya Gupta, then Avid Sarkar, and Dr. Vaishali Kordenai, and chairpersons Ashish Kale, Vaishali Chauhan, Dr. Vaishali Chauhan, and Dr. Kankaule, and Sangeeta Singh, Dr. Sangeeta Singh. Today's webinar is a little bit different topic. It is a AI, that is artificial intelligence, which simulates the human intelligence process by machines, especially the computers. And we can set the technologies that able to computers to perform a variety of the advanced functions, including the ability to see, understand, and translate spoken and written language, analyze data, and make recommendations. This we have experienced when we were protesting for the Calcutta evidence for the resident doctor. We have said one English song, and we have converted it in Hindi by the artificial intelligence. So, but the wording of the English song were very good. That's why we have taken it in the English only. And also the we are playing of the chess in the computer, playing the chess or self-driven cars, or rely on the heavily on the deep learning and natural language processing. These are the AI examples. And in medical field also, now AI is used in the large scale. In our committee that we are doing the family welfare committee this webinar. In there, this committee also AI is used for the, they are having the AI app, and for the contraceptions, they how they use, they will tell us in this webinar through their presentation. So I request the Rahul to take this further and proceed further.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Now, may I request Honorable Secretary, Madam Dr. Meenakshi Deshpande, to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Shobha Gudi, madam.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul. And yes, this is a very nice, first of all,
let us congratulate Dr. Meenu Agarwal for winning the Foxy Vice President election by a large margin of more than 9,600 votes. And we hope all the best for a future tenure. And saying that because she has started this cutting edge webinar last year. And with that words, I now go on to introduce our chief guest today, because this whole webinar today, which was cutting edge webinar, which was formulated because of the artificial intelligence now, which we are trying to bring into the contraception field. And we got a very good, faculty for this. And Dr. Shobha Gudi also a chief guest, because she is the immediate past chairperson of Family Welfare Committee of Foxy from 19 to 22. So welcome, Dr. Shobha Gudi, madam. She is the professor and HOD at Philomena Hospital, Bangalore. She was the president of Bangalore Society of Obs-Gynae from 2018 to 19. She is the assessor of Government of India Project Lakshya. And she is presently the national corresponding editor of Jogi from 2024 to 2026. She is the board member of Family Planning Association of India. She is the chairperson of Contraception and Reproductive Health from 23 to 25. She is chairperson of Endocrine Committee of IMS from 24 to 25. She is South Zone Coordinator of SBSI and EC member KSOG at Karnataka State Obstetrics Gynec Association from 2021 to 23. And she's authored many books. Madam, this is
thank you, Meenakshi.
how much I
Meenakshi.
speak, it's yours as a totally
I think you are my friend, and so you are keen. But I think it is enough to say that I am the immediate past chairperson, because that is my main identity. And I think the very worthy current chairperson, Dr. Ashish Kale, will agree that this is indeed one the most important post that we will ever hold in our lives. So everything pales beside that, except perhaps for the fact that I led the local society, Bengaluru OB-GYN Society, as a president when we conducted the successful 2019 conference. So thank you so much, Meenakshi, for those kind words. But I must say that it is my privilege and honor to be present here as I'm very, very honored to be chief guest for this webinar. Several reasons for that. Most importantly, POGS is very, very close to my heart. A lot of the work which I have done has related to POGS in the past, and I have very thick friends here, we are as thick as thieves. Vaishali and Charulata and of course Meenu. Dr. Aarti, I have been looking forward to your presidential year, because I have also seen you as a very senior POGS member, and I'm happy that you have invited me today. Meenakshi has worked with me in the past when I was still national coordinator for the committee with Dr. Basam Mukherjee. So we know you from that far. Well, to begin with, let me congratulate you on the fantastic topic that you have chosen. It's really heartwarming to see the phrase cutting edge attached to contraception, because nobody thinks of contraception as a cutting edge technology. So I'm very excited to listen to the young speakers today on the subject. And I especially congratulate Dr. Ashish Kale, the chairperson, because his work is going very, very strong. And I wish him more till his tenure completes. And I'm really very glad to congratulate Meenu on her acquisition of the VP post. So today's contraception webinar will be, I have no doubt, will be very warmly received by the audience, and very interesting topics. So thank you, POGS, and wishing you many more leaders. We already have so many on the horizon. Parag is there, Vaishali is there, Ashish, so many. So wishing you many more leaders and more success. Thank you once again for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Now, may I request?
I may just say
Shobha ma'am, you are truly a dynamic Foxy leader, and we have worked together at
Thank you.
Chairpersons, and you are truly an inspiration. And the huge
you.
amount of work that you have done, it's truly memorable. And you are truly an idol for us. So thank you for being here, and thank you for your wishes and blessings. So thank you very much.
ये ये कमिटी बहुत बहुत खराब कमिटी है क्योंकि इसमें बहुत मुश्किल है because people don't get interested. I think Ashish must have found this a very huge challenge, but he is doing an excellent job. Thank you, Vaishali. Your words mean a lot, and you must be sharing the experience that as chairperson, however much you do, somewhere you feel you could have done more. So I think that is how it is. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Now, may I request Dr. Amol Lunkad sir to introduce our next chief guest, Dr. Kalpana Baliwant ma'am, who is present here despite her busy schedule.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. At the outset, let me welcome all the faculties and delegates on behalf of Pune Obstetric Gynec Society. And I thank the Family Welfare Committee, FOXY, for associating with this webinar. And it is my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Kalpana Baliwant, madam, who is MD in Public Health. And we could have none other appropriate guest of honor for this webinar on AI in contraception other than her, because of her vast experience and vast, you can say, knowledge about public health. And she has held the baton of execution of the PCPNDT Act in Pune. She is the appropriate authority of PCPNDT ART Surrogacy Act for Pune. And she also is the deputy MOH of Pune Municipal Corporation. She has been working with Pune Municipal Corporation since 1998. And has done tremendous work in public health in various departments in the COVID pandemic, before the COVID pandemic, in immunization, vaccinations, in insect prevention of insect-borne diseases, in mother and child care. She also is the chief of birth and death register maintenance for Pune. So welcome, madam. Pleasure to have you here, and we seek your blessings for this webinar.
Thank you, sir.
Kalpana, madam, you can unmute.
You're,
Madam,
you're on mute.
Thank you very much for a warm welcome. And first of all, thanks for calling me for this webinar. See, as a public health person, we are really very, very away from these clinical aspects of newer advances in medical field. Basically, we are here to prevent the misuse of all technologies you all are hungry to use, I would say, in one sentence. So all clinicians are very eager to find out new technologies and new things to make life easier and things easier for people. And we are here to control the misuse of those technologies. So I congratulate the organizers for choosing this subject, because this is, I think we are ahead of time to have discussion on this subject. Because near future, next 5-10 years, maybe everywhere only 2 letters A and I will be applicable in every branch of, I think, life. Everywhere it will be used. So taking that topic for discussion today for a webinar. So I'm very enthusiastic to listen to people, what clinicians think about use of AI in family planning. Thank you very much for calling me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, without further ado, let's get to the topic of AI. And to chair this session, I have got two very dynamic personalities in the form of Dr. Vaishali Sawan, who is a immediate past chairperson of Perinatology Committee, FOXY, and she is also director of Cloud9 Hospital, Kalyani Nagar, Pune. She is also a postgraduate teacher. Welcome, Dr. Sawan, ma'am. And the next chairperson for this session is my dear friend Dr. Ashish Kale, who is director of Asha IVF Center, director of Asha Kiran Hospital, and importantly, he is a chairperson of Family Welfare Committee, FOXY, for 2023-25. He has been clinical secretary of ISAR, executive member of IAGA. He was a past secretary of Pune Obstetric Society, and many more to his repertoire. May I request Dr. Chavan ma'am to introduce our first speaker for this webinar. That would be Dr. Priya Gupta. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rahul, for the kind introduction. So is Dr. Ashish going to introduce, or I am supposed to introduce Rahul?
You will be introducing Dr. Priya, and Ashish will be introducing the next speaker.
All right, all right. Because they are speaking together. So, Dr. Priya, a very warm welcome to Pune Obstetric Gynec Society Cutting Edge Webinars. And we are truly looking forward to your talk. And talking about your formal CV, Dr. Priya is a lifetime member of FOXY ISAR IAG, and she's presently director of Ma and Me Center and senior consultant obstetrician laparoscopic surgeon. And she has won 3 gold medals in MS. That's very creditable, and congratulations. She's immediate past president, KOGS 23-24, that is Kota Obstetric Gynec Society, past vice president, past secretary, and she is of the same society, and she has been organizing secretary of Raj Gynecon 2017, which is the state conference at Kota. She's also won Youth Icon Award by IMA Kota 2024, and she has been managing committee member of IAG Rajasthan chapter. She has been faculty at various national conferences. She has co-authored chapter on hysteroscopy, published book Learning the Art of Gynec Endoscopy 2022. She has also co-authored chapter in LNG IUS, and she's co-author of chapter in Antibiotics in Special Situation PID, published in FOXY Focus, and her special interests are endoscopy, infertility, high-risk pregnancy, contraception. So welcome, Dr. Priya.
Thank you so much, Komal ma'am, for your kind words of introduction. First and foremost, before I begin with my talk, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to our Pune OBGY Society and Dr. Ashish Kale sir, my committee chair for the Family Welfare Committee, as I'm working as a West Zonal Coordinator for the same committee. So it's an indeed privilege, and I would also like to congratulate Meenu Agrawal ma'am and seek her blessings for this talk. And our respected Shobha Gudi madam and Kalpana madam, Minakshi ma'am and Aarti Nimkar ma'am, and all the members. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So shall I start with the screen, ma'am?
Yes, madam, please go ahead.
Yeah. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, it is
Yes,
visible.
it is. Yes, it is.
Okay. So the topic I'll be taking today, we all are aware of artificial intelligence, like seniors have already talked about. So what role artificial intelligence has to play in contraception? This is really important. First of all, gratitude and greetings on behalf of the FOXY Family Welfare Committee 2024-25. First of all, we would like to discuss why India needs family planning. Why? We have multiple reasons for taking up this topic today. Family planning and indeed contraception is must because we need a population control. Because India has surpassed China recently and has become the most populous country worldwide. Number 2, when the population is rising exponentially, we need to have certain economic stability. The nation's resources and infrastructure may be strained by a sizable and quickly expanding population, and hence comes the role of contraception and the family planning services to manage this population and hence to promote the economic stability. This is indirectly connected to the health of the mother and child. Family planning can help lower the risk of infant and maternal mortality because the women who space out their pregnancy can give their bodies time to heal in between, which can lower the chances of difficult pregnancy and labor, and hence decreases the maternal and infant mortality. And most important, we can achieve greater gender equality and the female empowerment in India only and only with the enhanced use of contraception and family planning services. Because with this, the women can take a greater control over their sexual and reproductive decisions and free up more time to pursue their own responsibilities and interests. So let us have an overview about what is artificial intelligence we are all talking about, but how does it work? Artificial intelligence has revolutionized the landscape of contraception, offering innovative solutions beyond the traditional birth control methods. So let us explore the transformative role of AI in the realm of contraception, showcasing advancements in personalized fertility tracking, non-hormonal alternatives, AI-powered contraception options, and enhanced reproductive health awareness. So we'll be talking about this one by one. As far as the introduction is connected, we all know that the AI has gained popularity, and the key application is because of the ability of the AI to quickly and accurately analyze the complicated medical data with superhuman precision and consistency. So this is the key behind using AI. And how can it help in family planning? These innovations, they improve the voluntary family planning methods and programs can be generated. The family planning programs, the services, and users may be significantly impacted by the application of AI to improve the decision making and get fresh perspective of family planning. The development of AI is only just begun. The practitioners, they shouldn't pass up the chance to use AI to broaden the reach and increase the effectiveness of family planning methods or programs. And many aspects of healthcare, including family planning, could be revolutionized by the use of artificial intelligence. So these are the possible roles of artificial intelligence when it comes to contraception. We can have remote consultations, population modeling, personalized fertility tracking. Non-hormonal contraceptive alternatives can be evaluated with, or in fact, they can be designed with the help of AI. We can have smart contraceptive devices. Reproductive health education can be enhanced. Predictive contraceptive health monitoring, user-friendly contraception apps, and adaptive contraception plans. So remote consultation, we are all aware how much it is in pickup, and people are definitely opting from the time of COVID era. So these remote consultations are only possible with the help of AI. What we are doing today is also an example of AI raising awareness about the contraception and the family planning services. So these remote consultations are possible with the help of AI-powered chatbots. Virtual assistants may offer family planning services through remote consultation, making it simpler and more convenient for consumers to get access to the contraception-related information. Population modeling, that can also be done using AI. How? Because this artificial intelligence can help us analyze the demographic information and forecast population trends as per their contraceptive usage. This in turn can assist the government and other organizations in developing and implementing successful family planning policies. The AI tool also helps women in choosing the right hormonal contraceptive. This is a well-known example of a tool called as Spexy. This is an AI-powered tool. In the UK, a medical technology startup called as Spexy is using genetic testing and AI together to help women find hormonal contraceptives that complement their unique biological profiles. It conducts a personal assessment of each patient. There's a chatbot prepares, you can have questionnaire. This AI helps in preparing a questionnaire where we can identify the common risk factors and can mark it as red flags if there's any disease highlighted. Then these patients can order at home the genetic and hormonal testing kit from PEGSI to assess for the natural levels of progesterone and estrogen. Finally, a machine learning algorithm is used to map the test results onto an index of hormonal contraceptives, offering women recommendations based on which birth control pill is the safest for such women and which one is least likely to trigger unpleasant side effects and complications. So this PEGSI also offers ongoing monitoring services to help women tracking the effects of the pill over the time, and if changes in their health affect their response to one type of birth control pill, PEGSI can offer alternative solution as well. So this is a fair example of PEGSI where they have combined artificial intelligence along with genetics testing to determine the unique biological profile of that particular female, and accordingly which OC pill, be it estrogen progesterone is okay or a progesterone has to be given, that can be sorted out and implemented. So this is how AI is doing wonders. Then we have AI-driven fertility tracking precision in conception planning. And this goes beyond the traditional methods. It offers precise insights into the menstrual cycle, analyzing various factors such as basal body temperature, cervical mucus patterns, and hormonal fluctuations. There's a personalized prediction of fertility window, and hence it empowers an individual or a couple with the accurate information for conception planning or a contraception. So this is again a very important indication when it comes to AI-driven contraception. Then there are certain studies going on which says that we can develop AI-powered options for the non-hormonal contraceptive alternatives. AI contributes to the development of non-hormonal contraceptive alternatives by analyzing the data related to fertility indicators and reproductive health, and it can assist in identifying non-hormonal tailored methods to individual preferences and health consideration. This innovation may provide more choices in future for individuals seeking effective and hormone-free contraceptive options. And most important is reproductive health education, the AI-powered awareness platforms. The AI plays a pivotal role in reproductive health education. AI-powered platform offer personalized information on contraception methods, sexual health, and fertility awareness. Natural language processing capabilities enable interactive and tailored conversations, fostering a deeper understanding of contraception options and promoting informed decision-making. This was one of the study which was published in an international reproductive health journal called as Contraception Itself. And here they have made a study on AI and a self-managed abortion. Can ChatGPT provide assistance when no physician is present? This was recently published in the year 2023. And in its current form, ChatGPT provides accurate and understandable patient. The conclusion derived from this was that ChatGPT can provide the accurate and understandable patient-facing information. By the use of this study, what we inferred that the patient had an understandable information regarding the self-managed abortion, but these patients, they fail to to reach to the safe sources for this online abortion medication. So AI definitely has enhanced the this what we call knowledge of the patients, but we cannot have still a fair replacements when it comes to safe or unsafe abortion. So this was the inference of the study. Predictive contraceptive health monitoring, early detection. The AI can contribute to the predictive health monitoring for the contraceptive purpose by analyzing the health data related to reproductive health. Here, the AI algorithms can detect the subtle changes that may impact the contraceptive effectiveness, and this early detection allows individuals to make informed decisions about adjusting the contraceptive methods or seeking additional support. So with the use of the AI, we can analyze the health condition of a particular individual, and accordingly, the contraceptive efficacy or the contraceptive choices can be made, and such kind of patients can be kept into follow-up or a regular monitoring with the help of AI. And there are user-friendly contraception apps which have increased the accessibility and the engagement of contraception worldwide. They provide user-friendly interface for individuals to track and manage their reproductive health. They can offer features such as cycle tracking, fertility predictions, and reminders for contraceptive method. They have enhanced the accessibility and engagement, encouraging consistent use and promoting the effectiveness of contraception methods. One important example of intelligence noted was SNE AI that was developed by the Population Foundation of India in a English language. This is again an AI-powered chatbot which was launched to study the social and which was launched in India, taking into account the social and behavioral trends, and while offering a concealed, friendly, comfortable setting to encourage conversations about taboo subjects like safe sex and family planning, it has given a factual, practical, reliable information and resources. So, SNE AI is again a very good example of an inventive, entertaining, instructive solution which has enabled communication and education about sensitive and important topic for demographic groups that are at risk and are hard to reach. And it has served as a powerful illustration of the essential potential of AI technology to advance societal good. And about us as POXI Family Welfare Committee, it's a real proud thing for me to announce that the Family Welfare Committee has already launched an app on World Population Day last year with the same, which Dr. Avir will be subsequently discussing. So I'm not getting into the detail of our app. It will be shared very soon. Coming to other things, how AI can help in contraception. This is again a trial thing, which is being like into inception, in fact, I would say. There are chances of smart contraceptive devices very soon, which are AI-enhanced condoms or diaphragms. It is just an inception of the thought which has come into picture. These traditional contraceptive devices are evolving with the use of this AI technology. These contraceptive devices, which we have been using since age old, they can be equipped with the AI technology and can provide us real-time feedback on the usage, effectiveness, and the potential risk. And these devices, they offer a more connected and personalized approach to contraception, ensuring users have the information they need for the optimal effectiveness. Adaptive contraception plans, these are tailored to the individual lifestyles. And here also, AI in contraception has played a remarkable role. AI, it allows for the creation of the adaptive contraceptive plans which can cater to the individual lifestyle. This is again done by analyzing the user behavior, the preferences, their health data, and again, this is fed into AI. These AI algorithms can dynamically adjust the contraception recommendation for that particular user. Hence, we can ensure that we can have contraceptive plans which can align with the unique need and preference of each user, optimizing effectiveness and user satisfaction. So coming to the conclusions, these online platforms, chatbots, smartphone phone apps driven by AI can deliver precise and individualized information about the contraception, reproductive health, and related topics. This can in turn raise people awareness, enable them to make wise decisions, and clear their general misconceptions about the subject. AI can also help the policymakers make decisions by analyzing the complicated data sets, simulating various scenarios, and recommending methods which are supported by the available research. This could assist decision makers in developing policies which are based on data-driven insights and on well-informed decisions. In order to ensure effective family planning services, there are future prospects which can strengthen the healthcare system, raising awareness, enhancing access, and addressing the social cultural concerns. But before that, localization is definitely necessary before AI models, methods, or technology are implemented. The opportunities and problems associated to the family planning and population growth, they differ nation by nation to nation and place to place. So as per to the nation and the place, we can have various levels of facility, accessibility, and the implementation capabilities to address the issues and potential provided by AI. And before to implementing AI in the family planning, policy makers are taking into consideration about the social, economic, and cultural issues as we have talked about. And I hope to ensure successful development outcomes, policy on family planning be linked with policies on the use of AI to population-related challenges. And final take-home message, AI can be used in many ways to improve contraception, including analyzing health data, fertility tracking, genetic testing, as we have seen in PAXI, then smart contraceptive devices, which are AI powered. We can enhance the reproductive health education. We can go for predictive health monitoring in contraceptive users. Apps have come into design and they are being used. Contraception plans can be individualized and we can offer our patients remote consultations. So thank you. Thank you so much for your kind attention, for all the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Gupta ma'am.
Thank you, Aarti ma'am.
Dr. Priya, that was an amazing talk, and the way you described in great depth, it's really the way you have told us about the future prospects of AI, the way it's going to strengthen the healthcare system, and the unique way the AI plus genetic testing of the women, and together the way unique biological profile is going to be generated, which will
Yes,
help
ma'am.
us decide. Well, it's just something I don't think we could have thought few years ago that such a thing could be possible. And you spoke
It's
so
actually in practice in UK. Thank you so much, ma'am.
okay, and you're really creating great awareness and great work done by Family Welfare Committee Foxy with Dr. Ashish Kare and all his dynamic team members. So thank you, Dr. Priya. And
Thank you, ma'am.
and
The opportunity was all mine. Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, madam, for the wonderful lecture.
Thank you.
Now, may I request Dr. Ashish Kare to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Avir Sarkar.
Can I have the CV, please? It's indeed an honor to have again the webinar, which is a gold standard of a POGS, having a cutting edge seminar, and that to be on the contraception. At the outset, I am thankful to the president of POGS and the secretary of POGS for giving our committee as a chance to talk about it. When I am talking about a committee, the committee is just a name and just a face. But when you are asking for more than in life, it is always come with the with your hands. And usually the humans has a 2 hands, and I am having a 32 hands because these are the hands of mine who work, and I am just a one who is going to publish. So it's a really a privilege. I always felt myself a lucky charm that I am going to have so many people who loves me and who work for me entirely throughout their years, even if they are in a committee or they are not in a committee or they are outside Foxy. So one of the name like Dr. Priya and Dr. Avir, if you ask them anyone or any questions, they are apt for there to help you. And it's a privilege of mine that I found out so beautiful people around me to have this committee, and the work is going on. So without wasting much of time, it's a privilege of mine to introduce Dr. Avir Sarkar. He is an assistant professor in Institute of Medical Sciences, Noida. He has a senior residency from AIMS. He was a North Zone coordinator. He is a North Zone coordinator of Family Welfare Committee Foxy 24-25. executive member of the Society of Meaningful Life Management 23-25, executive member of Faridabad Menopause Society 23-25, organizing committee members of MTCon 2022, and he has many awards to his credit. Also, he has a much more of publications at a younger age, and the person with a good soul and a brilliant thought. So, welcome, Avid. It's stage is yours.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this introduction. At the very onset, I would like to tell, I'm just sharing my screen. Just let me know if it is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
it's visible.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ashish sir, for giving me this opportunity to come once again talking about this artificial intelligence contraceptive app, which is actually, sir has given us so much. Under his guidance and leadership, we were able to devise this artificial intelligence app. Actually, it was his mastermind. We executed it. So we are always thankful, Priya ma'am and me. We are always thankful that we have got such a nice chairperson with us who always encourages us to go ahead in all spheres of life. So this app, artificial intelligence aided app, was one which was most awaited app of the World Population Day last year, because we had launched it online. So today I'll be talking about this app. What actually the app, since we have now talked about artificial intelligence, so what actually happened for this app was, it was designed in Android version, and multiple if loops were designed for the software. So what actually we did was, a series of questions were present. If the answer is yes, if the correct answer is yes to each question, then it leads to the directing it to the best contraceptive option for that person. But if the answer is no to a particular question, then the next question in the series will come up, and the data will be recorded and saved for machine learning. So machine learning is the artificial intelligence which was used in this. And after the best contraception is advised to the patient, then contraceptive chatbot also comes by the name of Dr. Bot, and it will help to answer all the queries which our user has regarding contraception. Like suppose if a person has got progesterone only pill, so she will not know as a person what is progesterone only pill. But what happens is, she can go to the artificial chatbot, that is Dr. Bot, and she can ask any number of questions. She can ask what is progesterone only pill, how can we use progesterone only pill, and Dr. Bot is an AI aided chatbot which will help to give all the queries to her. But even if we get our answers from the chatbot, which is already a validated one, still Foxy and Figo is now collaborating to bring the phone numbers or the contact numbers and the location of the clinics of all the registered Foxy doctors, so that patients can go to the nearby Foxy registered gynecologist and she can get a proper advice regarding the contraception. Then follow-up visit was scheduled initially when we were doing the study after 6 months, and we rated the feedback using a scale of 1 to 10, that is worst to best. Then, depending upon this rating, artificial intelligence machine learning will now decide whether a person is liking or not. Suppose, let us go to the example. This is the app. Suppose I am showing this. This is the first page of the app which opens. So patient enters the name, age, height, and weight, and then confirms. So after that, the BMI is calculated. Suppose this is patient Radhika. She's 25 years old. Her height is 155 centimeter. Weight is 65 kg. Her BMI comes. Then she presses on continue. After that, the first question. So questions come like this in a very simplified manner. Are you an active smoker? If you say yes, then the chatbot will go towards your most probable contraception. If you tell no, then the next question comes. Are you nulliparous, or do you have large fibroids in your uterus? So basically these questions are modified from the WHO medical eligibility criteria. But we all know that the MEC wheel is very complicated. So only us, that is the gynecologist, can read the MEC. but patients themselves are not able to read the MEC. So since we have simplified it, it is available in English as of now, but we can go for vernacular versions also when once it is available into the public domain. Then, are you experiencing any active unexplained vaginal bleeding? Are you HIV positive or suffering from any sexually transmitted disease? So like this, many questions come and patients keep on answering yes and no. After all the questions have been answered, now these are the questions. Once they have been answered, then the most probable contraception, that is the most appropriate contraception for that patient, comes to your screen like this. So recommended contraception according to the artificial intelligence app is suppose progesterone only pill. Now patient will have a lot of doubts how to use the progesterone only pill, when to start, in which phase of the cycle to start, what happens if she forgets to take each day. So you can talk to this Dr. Bot. So Dr. Bot will come in the next page. It will say, hi, I'm Dr. Bot. How can I help you today? So you can ask any of the questions like how to use progesterone only pill. Okay, so this Dr. Chatbot will keep on chatting with you, and like this answers will come to you. So these are basically modification of your Chat GPT or AI aided, artificial intelligence aided chatbot. So this is how patients can get the most appropriate method of contraception. Then this app automatically records the data for future machine learning. And when patient comes up after 6 months, we can rate the patient, and then we will feed the rating scale, that is from 0 to 10, whatever patient has rated, we will feed it. If the patient has rated less than 5, then machine will learn that if similar patient comes to me in future, then I will not advise this first option to her. Suppose I had advised a 25-year-old couple who was hypertensive diabetic, and I have advised copper device. And next time she comes and tells that copper device did not suit her, and she gives a score of 3 out of 10. So similar patient, if comes in future, the machine will learn by artificial intelligence that similar patient did not like copper device. So next time, copper device will not be advised to her, whereas the second option in line, maybe a progesterone only pill, will be advised to her. So this is how machine learning or artificial intelligence helps in choosing the next best contraception, which is not a static method according to MEC, but it is a variable and a dynamic tool by which our choices keep on changing. So this is the mastermind of Ashish sir, and under the presidentship of Dr. Rishikesh Pai sir, we had launched it on World Population Day. And later on, Dr. Aparna Sridhar, FIGO chairperson of Contraception Committee, she was also interested and she was keen, and she has taken this to the FIGO, that is the world platform. And now this app is being worked upon, so that Foxy FIGO collaboration is now working to implement it. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ashish sir.
Thank you, Dr. Revir. It's indeed a great pleasure of listening to you. I must say, I'm not an instrumental. You are the instrumental who had all the resources from the IIT team who had made this possible. It's a greatness of yours that you had shown that myself is working, but it's a reverse way that you had done the everything, and I should give all the credits to you rather than taking it from you. So it's a your brainchild, and you had developed it. To all the Foxians, I always talk. It's when you give to someone, you rise. So it is always give the credit to the some person who has done that particular work in that field. So Evir, it's your brainchild, and I'm the instrumental who had done your meeting with Dr. Sridhar, and she had pursued it to make it at the FIGO level. So we're definitely going to next year under Dr. Sunita Madam, we are going to make it to the FIGO, and we'll launch it at FIGO, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, and it's a brilliant talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Ashish.
Yes. Yeah.
Can
madam.
we have the demonstration of this app is somewhere in the CME, or if you are taking to CME on the contraception?
Definitely, madam.
So
On 26th,
how
I
to
think.
use this app?
Yes. I think Dr. Ashwini is going to, myself and Ashwini is going to have a TOT program in POGS So we are going
Ah.
to show this app that time.
Okay, okay. Because it is interesting. Which
Yeah.
contraceptive suits to the patient, we have to know.
So
Otherwise,
I'm
we are
impressed that my
analyzing
president
only
of POG is
OCT.
appreciating me. I'm really overwhelmed today.
Yeah. असं नाही आहे आम्ही अप्रिशिएट करत नाही.
अरे मैडम, आपके शब्द मेरे लिए अमृत है. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Ashish.
Yes.
Really, you have taken your work to the next level. And Dr. Kabir, this is a great innovation that you have devised. All Foxians, all of us, and the patients, of course, are going to benefit greatly.
With the due permission of the all, I will just, because there are the Foxy people here, so I request that Vaishali is going to go with the VP for the next year. So we'll all of us will work for her, and Avir and Dr. Priya will be there, because I think it's our duty to project our people and the Foxy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
Ashish, if I can take a few seconds, I
Yes,
agree
madam.
with you that
Yeah, it's really nice
yeah.
to see you, my past chair. And under her
Yeah.
guidance, I do whatever I wish I can able to fulfill her dreams.
No, Ashish, you are very much, kind of, you're soaring the sky with so much of work under your belt, and you are really doing very well. I am happy to see that you have adapted so well to this philosophy of family planning, being from the, paradoxically opposite super specialization of ART. It's really commendable that you have adapted this, and your team, you have inspired a team of young minds. So that is very, very important that you build a team. So double congratulations for you. And
Thank
I
you, madam.
agree.
Thank you for those
Yeah.
words.
I agree with you that Vaishali richly deserves to become the vice president of Foxy. Very humble, down to earth, and connected with people. And she will do excellent job as a VP, and all the very best. God bless you, Vaishali.
Thank you, madam.
Ashish,
It's mean a
yeah,
lot.
you're welcome, dear. Ashish, can I give one small input, if time permits, to
Yes, madam,
that
definitely.
very brilliant Avir Sarkar? You know, Avir, I have always believed that when you come from West Bengal, you are very brainy because you eat so much fish. It's a joke. Don't take it seriously. Indians are brilliant in general. Avir, I just wanted to ask you whether it is possible that if you can offer a basket of contraceptives rather than one single method at the end of patient selection of all criteria, if a basket opens up and there is one directive for each method, ki this has benefit is this or something, of course it will become slightly more complex. And then the second thing I thought was, if this can be in regional languages, then it will reach more people. For example, in Maharashtra, many women will benefit if it is in Marathi. Many women. I think thousands of women will benefit because so many of them, they are very keen to read Marathi, and that language pride is very high amongst housewives especially. So same for Karnataka also. So these two inputs I wanted to give. One is a basket of choice. The second thing is, see if when you are scaling it up, because any project which you make, especially to FIGO, should be a scalable project. Because you guys are talking about AI, that means change. So we change so much every 6 months in technology also. So you scale it to the next avatar. That means that time you think of these things which I told you. Okay. Thank you. As it is quite brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, Gudi ma'am, Ashish has done a very good job. He is working hard on it. Yeah,
Yes.
appreciable. Appreciable.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very nice talk, Dr.
Ashish,
Avi.
really a very good idea. And Mr. Avir, you presented it so very well. Ashish, from my side, I would like to offer, if you want to conduct trials at medical colleges, we have good number of patients. And if we conduct the pilot and the trial of this, and we can prove the success also while launching, it would again take your device to a higher level, that how efficient it is. So from my side, this would be a suggestion that we can start working on a pilot, and that would supplement how efficient the device is.
Vaishali will get big data.
Yes.
Yes,
Or it-
two things
yeah.
I wish to mention it here. Definitely, we are likely to get associated with the all, like you suggested, we are going to take as a pilot study because being into Pune, it is very easier for us to coordinate. Secondly, under the leadership of our next president, Dr. Sunita, we are having a 1 lakh population study that
Like 10 lakh,
like
10 lakh population.
yeah, so per person or per individual will be a 1 lakh. So we are coming with the 10 lakh population where what is the contraception offered, what is the uptake, what is the relapses of it, and we are going to publish it in Jogi. So that is the next step of our committee is doing in the next year. So those who are really interested we can join together. We can have our programs to come up with.
So I
Yeah.
have already offered myself to this.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, I'll
Definitely,
add it into the
anytime.
group, ma'am.
For me,
I
it's a open. So anyone can come and contribute.
Yeah,
We all are ready.
Yeah.
Ashish, I think Vaishali has a very, very strong point that,
Yeah.
to begin with the pilot study,
Yeah.
it's something you should consider because before
Yes, ma'am.
you go forward, if you can have one pilot study on Indian population, semi-urban population, that will go a long way to convince FIGO also. And if
Yeah, madam,
data
in
is
FIGO,
something,
they are making it into different languages like a Spanish or maybe in a different. So what Shri Aparna told me that she was to have in the same in Indian strategy. In order to know the Karnataka will talk about Kannada and all that languages. So already we had a meeting with their software developers. We are seeking for the grant, and maybe the grant will come because there are so many donors in our industry. So it's better that we are going for it. Yeah.
very good, very good. Excellent.
Keep it up, Ashish. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you, Dr. Ashish. It was because of you that this, webinar took place today because he gave us a link of Dr. Priya Gupta saying that, yes, artificial intelligence is in thing in contraception now. And so we could go forwards.
Dr. Meenakshi, all of us are so thick friends. You call me anytime, I am always available. And I'm really think that my committee members are really a bliss. I am blessed with them. So that is the only sentence I can have. I call up Priya anytime. She will be there, even if it is a 3 a.m. So these are the bondings what we have. And for the POGS and for Meenakshi, for you and for any friends, I'm always there. You call me anytime. I told you that I'm going to have it, then we'll have it. Not an issue.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the members. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much
Goody
for
madam.
those wonderful
Thank you very well, madam
lectures.
also.
And I think making contraception accessible is the need of the hour. And thank you for making it really accessible. There's just another suggestion for the app. Maybe just in the future, in just one line, whatever the contraception is offered, many of our patients have got their notions or misconception about particular type of contraception. So if you could just write in one line, maybe a myth buster, say copper tea does not cause menorrhagia or copper tea does not travel to your heart or something like that. So that might be quite beneficial. But thank you, it's a brilliant idea. I think that's the need of the hour. Thank you. Thank you. For the next session, may I invite our next chairperson, and thank you very much, Dr. Ashish Kaya, Dr. Vaishali Sawan for chairing this session. And to chair the next session, may I invite Dr. Madhav Kantole, sir, and Dr. Sumita Singh. Dr. Madhav Kantole is a district civil surgeon, grade A officer in government of Maharashtra. He is the past president of Rotary Club, Sports City District, and he has been managing committee member. Also, the next chairperson, Dr. Sunita Singh, she works in Department of Gynae in AFMC, gold medalist in MS, and she has got keen interest in preventive gynecology, contraception, and pelvic surgery. She has got almost 14 publications to her name. It's our honor and privilege to have them as our chairperson. May I request Dr. Kankale to introduce our speaker, Dr. Vaishali Kotinayak, ma'am.
Thank you and good evening to you all. At the outset, let me thank you to the convener for giving me this an opportunity to chair the session. It's my privilege to introduce esteemed speaker, Dr. Vaishali, madam. Just for your information, Nike stands for leader. So, Dr. Vaishali Kote Naik ma'am is a professor and head department of OBGYN, Myanmar Medical College, Pune. She is consultant critical care obstetrics at Ruby Hall Clinic, Pune. She was general secretary for POGS 21-22. She is an executive member, National Committee for No to Violence Against Women, FOXI 23-25. She is a fellow maternal and fetal medicine from University of Singapore.
I think Madhav,
So many things are there, but just
I
let
think
me
enough.
know. One thing, she is a master trainer for the FOXI Violence Against Women Cell working with DIRA. So presenting you a very skilled and programmed obstetrician and gynecologist, Dr. Vaishali Kote Naik ma'am. She is going to highlight on programmed labor, joyful motherhood. Over to you, ma'am.
Respected chairpersons, respected Shobha ma'am, and my president and secretary, thank you so much for this opportunity. And thank you for this kind words. The introduction was very overwhelming and so nice to see you, Madhav, after a long time.
Yeah. Thank you,
Usually
sir.
we meet. So it's very nice to see you.
Thank you.
Today, this is a different topic which today Meenakshi madam has given me, and I'm so happy to discuss joyful birthing. Both the topics together, I thought first we will concentrate on joyful birthing than the program labor. So since ancient, as you see in this sculpture, you can see that the labor is being shown. So labor is something which we know since ancient ages. And even though we think that a baby is born, but actually a mother is born. So a child gives birth to a mother. And this birthing experience, if we make it beautiful and memorable for a lady, that will stay with her, as well as it helps develop the personality of the child. So we are going to see something which is related with happy birthing today. So birth is not only about making babies. Birth is about making mothers very strong, competent, capable mothers who trust themselves and know their inner strength. That is what is quoted by Barbara Rothman. As we see, in ancient ages also, labor used to be there. And when the delivery time used to come, the ladies used to enter the birth chamber and they were accompanied by the dai. And those were the times when males were not allowed to enter in these chambers. Later on, the segregation was very prominent in this era, as it was considered that the labor is a polluting experience. Afterwards, the labor started being assisted by the midwives exclusively. Male doctors wrote all the guidelines, but were not performing the live births. Gradually, till present day, almost 80 to 90% of the births are taking place in the hospitals, out of which almost 50% are by cesarean sections in institutions, and increasing number of pregnant women who were scheduling the procedure before 38 weeks, even when they were not medically indicated. But now, main change is that dads are seen in the labor rooms. They are present there. We have n number of male doctors who are, they are chosen by pregnant ladies over female gynecologists. So this is a big change that male gynecologists have taken over a big chunk, as well as the dads have entered the labor room. Labor, what is it? Conventionally, it is called, or it means that it's a gentle conventional birth. This gentleness is not very popular among obstetricians because we are always thinking of the complications. We want the mother and the baby safe. And if the patient is high risk, our stress level is at another level. So we are not very gentle, or we are little away from what is called as a gentle conventional birth. Dim lighting, delayed cutting of the umbilical cord are main factors which are considered in this labor. After the delivery, the baby is immediately given to the mom, and the skin-to-skin contact between mother and newborn is another unique feature. Sometimes, if the patient is under anesthesia, even still the baby crawl to the breast is known. Father is involved early in this stage, and there can be a massage or bath of the infant together. And this gently makes this childbirth arrival in the world, and it gives a very positive and enriching experience as much as possible. I want to make it a point here that what we are talking about, joyful birthing and how to make the experience all memorable for the couple, it is for the low risk women who are none of these, like who are not having any of these complications. So they are the ones who are low risk, and they can be given this kind of experience. So let's talk about that, how the birthing place should be. We all know that even animals search for an isolated, peaceful, and safe place to deliver. They don't come and sit in bright lights, and they don't seek any attention. They try to find out an isolated place. Similarly, the mother also needs that kind of a place, even though the medical protection is expected. Still, we have to have birthing centers which are quiet, isolated, peaceful, along with the medical facilities. It should be a relaxed environment and relaxed mind, which makes a big difference, while being backed by the medical facilities. So place of birth should be comfortable, relaxed, and safe, and with medical facilities. But if we just turn behind, I see my own medical college labor room, we can't have, or we can't promise that we provide all these things. We have become little more stressed or mechanical in having this birthing place. So will the midwives can help us there? Yes, definitely. Midwives have a unique advantage. See, obstetricians are always disease oriented in training. We are always looking for a potential pathological complication, and we are always on our toes to manage that complication, where the midwives view birth as a normal biological event. She is specialized in normal birth. She has patience. She has the paraphernalia of medical birth is absent there. She is ready to have a vaginal delivery by having constant rapport with the patient. The accessibility is more. She can give adequate time, which we can't. Our duties change, our shifts change. So all these support and time can be given by a midwife. She brings more sensitivity to a birth process. So we all know about the distress of the obstetrician. We have experienced it, and we keep experiencing it whenever there is any complication. But midwives surely have an upper hand in giving this kind of experience. Now let's talk about the unborn. What the unborn experiences when the birth procedure is going on. There is language of love, especially at the time of birth. But love cannot be done under spotlight. We all agree that for making love, we need some privacy. Means we have to consider the focus of light at the time of birth. The way we all can remember our delivery rooms and see that how the area is well lit and the focus is there. That place should be without noise. We don't shout in temples and churches. So this is a labor temple where a new life is coming. The birth is being given. So we have to treat it quietly. We have to treat it with a dim light, and the uterine existence was a blessed one for the newcomer, but the birth should also be blissful. And this will set in a profound rhythm of life. We all know we have stopped doing this, but this was when I was resident, I was getting my training. This was a routine that once the baby is born, we used to make the child upside down and pat on the back, sometimes much more with much more strength also if the baby doesn't cry. So these were our routine procedures. But we have to imagine that what must be the baby going through and what experiences that baby is getting once the baby is suddenly born into a different place or different, like from the uterus into the outside world. These birthing experiences have effects on making our lifetime personalities. Many authors have worked over it. We obstetricians never go and read such articles. But as I got time to talk about joy of birth, I could find that some articles do mention people have the memories of their birth, and there is a correlation between their personalities, their nightmares, their decision makings related to their birth experiences. So we are just not handling a birth, but we are shaping a character which is taking place, which is being born at that particular time. Even the mother's emotions and the birthing. There are studies by University of Michigan which say that anxious women labored much longer than calm women. So in these studies, they have seen that there has to be the mother's attitude also matters. So if during antenatal period, we talk to the moms, we explain them the procedure of labor, and we provide them this calmness, and they are confident, they have overcome their anxiety, worries, and fear, then definitely such calm mothers. I request Nimkar madam to please mute herself. So such calm mothers would definitely give birth to a pleasant baby, and even the labor will not be prolonged, is what this study wants to say, and we all have to give a thought that can this be possible. Newborn and the physiological complications at birth. So even the psychological chain problems like schizophrenia, psychosis, criminal behavior, there are many such studies where they are related to the birthing experience. And these are abroad studies. I didn't come across any Indian study, but yes, definitely they say that they have found bad birthing experiences in such men with or such people with such kind of criminal behavior or psychosis or schizophrenia. Yes, the unborn is experiencing the birth. What we are shouting by Zorlav, Zorlav. Sometimes in the labor room, the mother is she's been hit. So all these experiences the baby is listening to, and if we give the baby gentle music, dim light, a caring person around who is giving assurance to the mom, she is touching her gently, her pain is being managed by various means, which we are going to come in, we are just going to see in short. So such experiences will calm down the scared mind, and the mother would have an excellent experience at the time of birth. This was a question some author has asked, that do you think babies enjoy being born? Is the newborn baby a person? Do that baby have some rights? Coming into life is like walking from a long and pleasurable sleep, but it should not be a nightmare. That is what these sensitive authors have written. Frederick Leboyer is MD, and he has put such, he's a French obstetrician, and he has started thinking differently, that birth without violence was his concept. And he worked on that for decades with dedication. And he has really come up with this, that this unborn is a personality, he is a person, he has a right to be born with happiness. And this unborn to newborn journey, we all need to support and make it more pleasurable than what we routinely have. There are various hormones, and we all know that how the labor induction happens. But what the point here is, if the mother is having pain, fear, anxiety, it releases stress hormones. That releases catecholamines, including adrenaline, and we all know this. If there is less pain, there is more relaxation, and less such catecholamines, including adrenalines, would be secreted. Rather, there would be more endorphins, and in presence of these endorphins, her perception of pain would be lesser and lesser, and there would be good progress of labor. So this would help us obstetricians to deliver these women quickly and safely if we provide them the strength, gentle support, gentle touch, and pleasurable environment. So reducing pain during labor enhances the progress of labor. She should have a freedom to move around. She should be able to get off from the bed. It gives advantage of the gravity. With the gravity, when she is standing, the baby gets that support and the descent occurs little quicker. Walking, leaning forward, kneeling on hands and feet, all these things she should be able to do to curtail the pain or to sustain or to go through the pain while going through the pain. We all know when we have pain in abdomen or any sort of pain, we have our own postures. We are not lying down the way we want our laboring woman to be. So we all have this liberty of being in a more comfortable position. Then why not our laboring women? They should be also allowed to walk around or to be in a position where they feel comfortable, because it's a journey of almost 10 to 12 hours. Gentle hugging, back massaging, rocking, swaying, birth ball, hot water shower, and acupressure, everything helps. And it gives her support. And as the pain goes down, the mother really recognizes that comfort which is provided to her in labor, and she likes being in labor. And that also affects the baby, the laboring or the unborn, and that makes the experience of the baby also much better. Now, this upright position, it has got many theoretical advantages. See, we always worry about this aortocaval compression, decreased venous return, and we want our lady to be in left lateral position. So if she is standing, this problem is sorted. So even if she needs cesarean section, our anesthetist would thank us that you allowed her to move around. The contractions would be more efficient. The uterine force, which is in combination with gravity, which will definitely help to descend the head much further. Contractions will be less painful and they will lead to more easy dilatation or more easy progress of labor. The alignment of the fetus with the angle of the pelvis would be better in upright position, and that will also speed up the labor and thus the progress. In squatting position, definitely we agree that the pelvis opens up better than in standing position. So once she is in second stage or she is fully dilated and descending, or we are delivering her, that time squatting can be advisable. So for having pain relief in first stage of labor, these are various positions where women feel much more comfortable than lying down in the labor on the labor table the way we allow them. So the first picture is showing she's standing, taking support of the wall, and she's swaying her back from one direction to the other, and that also relieves her pain. The other picture is self-explanatory. This is with the help of the chair, stool, or ball, she can deal with her pain in a much better manner. Husband supporting, hugging gently, and giving back massage helps. Even any midwife or a sister or a birth attendant can help her be in a position. She can choose the position for herself. And we can definitely monitor her. So you can see the NST machine being there. So it's not that we cannot monitor. These are certain postures along with the ball, which also help the lady to be in more comfortable position. In case she needs continuous CTG monitoring, this kind of a position and provision can be made where she can have continuously running CTG. It is well known that hydrotherapy helps. Being in warm, lukewarm water, it relieves pain, it decreases the need of analgesics, it gives relaxation and improves the efficiency of contractions. Birthing or ball also helps, and there is a myth that pregnant ladies find it difficult to sit on this ball, but it's not that. They can very comfortably sit on the ball. Such kind of a labor room is dream of every obstetrician, that it's a well-lit room with soft music, dedicated midwife. Yes, but don't go for the furniture or the size. What is needed is a clean place where she can relax, and a support in the form of a midwife or a birth attendant, and a vigilant, trained staff along with the obstetrician, which will provide the help when needed. So for making the labor or the birthing joyful, these are the things which we can do. And these are my references from where I could make this. Some articles or some references I have taken even from Williams' textbook of obstetrics. So I think we all should think in this direction and make the birthing much more pleasurable and memorable for our patients. Thank you so much for this opportunity and patient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful presentation, ma'am. It's like you have taken us to a beautiful movie. Like otherwise, going to a labor room, one always thinks you will expect the ladies howling, the residents howling, and there has been a sudden shift, and one never thought of the experience of the unborn. That is a totally new concept which you have made, and how important is the nurse. Like she is actually the gentle support, the bond between the doctor and the patient. How important she is in all this. Like our nurses, they introduced this ball concept. We were not too accepting, but how important it is that we realize. And gradually, as families are becoming slow, the moment of delivery has become a precious moment in every couple's life.
Yes.
And a family. So this they're going to experience and keep these memories forever. So this shift is needed. And ma'am, beautifully you have covered all the topics so well. Thank you for such a lucid topic. And I would want to thank POGS for selecting the topics. Like this baby which is being born has been like they have planned this after taking due contraception, and when they plan the pregnancy, then they have done this. So the topics have been like we can see how motivated we are and how progressive we are in our continuous change which we are seeing in the society. How like in last 10 years the society has changed, and how gracefully POGS has accepted this. And it is very important for all of us to imbibe this so that we can transmit it to our residents, because that is very important. That is the place that we have to tell them that this is important, and the experience of unborn is also so important. So I will instill this also to my residents. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
When 20 years back, when I was attending my sister's delivery in US, that time they are allowed to listen the music which you like or chanting which you want and relax yourself. And now we are very, very behind them. I think that.
Yes,
But we
ma'am.
are improving ourselves.
Yes, definitely. We have started getting these blue balloons and pink balloons and cakes.
Yeah.
And those things we have started doing in our corporate hospitals and setups. But I think we have to do little more for the woman who's in labor
Everyone.
and the support, and she will remember us for throughout her life. That is what I feel.
And this change is required in society also, because most of our patients, telling them about epidural, convincing them about epidural is also so difficult, because they have been taught by their mothers and mother-in-laws that they have to go through pain. So this
Yes.
is also important.
True.
Brilliant talk.
Very nice session.
If I may just say, brilliant talk by the brilliant academician. As always, enjoyed your talk very much. Every time we learn new things, and the concept about the baby's well-being, baby's feelings are truly a new concept. Thank you, Vaishali. Wonderful talk.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you,
Vaishali,
Vaishali, as I may say, and thank you for accepting to be the speaker for this. And yeah, because we have to go through these moments every day out, day in and day out, actually, because birthing, joyful birthing is the most important aspect now. We have the previous respectful motherhood. So we used to have, all mothers screaming and shouting. And now with the latest technology also, and also with the latest techniques for pain relief, I think we should have a good pain relief for our mothers. They should know that they are having pains, but the pains are artificially decreased because of our, intervention, you can say, or our help. And that will reduce the C-section also, because the stress is decreased.
Yeah, very, very thoughtful and very insightful, I must say, Vaishali, because I think a new thought leader you are for POGS.
Thank you so much.
I think this is the most difficult journey for a human being, no? The most, what do they say, critical and difficult journey with which human life begins. and the fetus goes through this journey. And one thing is we have not understood the fetus well, because sometimes when we apply vacuum and the baby cries for no reason in the postnatal ward, and the mother says he's fed well, why is it? That's because the thing is hurting him, the catheter is hurting him a little bit, him or her. So we don't understand that. I distinctly remember once Dr. Paili showing on the stage applying vacuum to his head and then applying forceps to his head, and then saying that vacuum hurts the baby more after birth than the forceps. So such experiences, and yes, pain relief for the mother, it's important, and we have to evaluate how that helps the baby also to cope. Definitely it must have some discomfort while going through that.
Definitely.
So very, very nice, very thought-provoking. I really enjoyed your talk.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, madam, for the wonderful lecture. And to understand mother's pain, we don't need artificial intelligence. We just need some basic intelligence, I guess. Thank you very much. And now, to conclude the session, may I, first of all, thank you very much, all the chairpersons. And may I request Dr. Meenakshi Deshpande to present her vote of thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible? Yes. So thank you all the faculties, who are joined right from Delhi, Bangalore. So today we are having, Vaishali, we are having a really plethora of faculties right from North India to South India. And I'm so happy about that everybody could join in time and proper, range of timing. And so thank you all the faculties. Thank you the BSV people for helping us out. And thank you also for the people, audience who have joined. And thank you, Goody Madam. Thank you, Dr. Kalpana Bariwant as a guest of honor. Dr. Ashish Kare, Family Planning Committee of FOXI, and the whole team actually behind him. Then Dr. Vaishali Chavan as a chairperson. Dr. Sunita Singh and Dr. Madhav Kankole as chairpersons for the second session. And of course, our main faculty, Dr. Priya Gupta, Dr. Avir Sarkar, and Dr. Vaishali Kordenayak for giving excellent talks and really covering the whole topics and thoroughly well, with all the questions answered and all the queries also answered. So thank you all. And yes, that was a very fast track webinar planned on Saturday morning. In spite of all the busy schedules of everybody, because it was a Sunday. Saturday was our strike day, then Sunday was a holiday, and Monday was a Rakhi Purnima day. That is for the technicians. It was a holiday for the office and the technicians. So it was difficult for us to plan this webinar on Friday evening when we planned it, and Saturday morning really, I thank all the faculties for accepting the call and accepting the invitation for the webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity, Meenakshi Madam. Thank you.
Thanks, Meenakshi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. So Prasad, you can stop the recording.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just request now that I hope the president is there, and I take this opportunity to request all of you, because the managing committee meeting is not over for this year, so I have not declared officially. But like Vaishali, I am also going to go ahead for the VP's post from the South Zone.